Hello, how is everyone? How has the week been? For me, it has been better. Okay, it was kind of okay. It wasn't bad. And I'm back with another episode of the show world. For today, I'm alone, so I'm not going to be laughing. I'm not going to be doing that too much of laughing because my partner is not around and she always makes me laugh like. Today it's going to be a sharp talk with Lourine. I'm going to be talking about relationships. When is the right time for me to move on to another relationship when I break up with maybe the current or the one I left already? When is it the right time? When should I move on with another person? In today's episode, I'm coming back in a few minutes.
Wandyagadde okumanya ekirooto kye ki? London Media Academy ekuwadde omukisa eri ggwe alina ekirooto eky'okukolako ku radio ne TV, okusoma amawulire nga ky'osoma ky'okwatako. Wamala siniya ey'okunoba ey'omukaaga, tulina diploma ne certificate mu journalism and mass communication, video production and filmmaking, graphics designing, 3D animation, web designing, marketing, public relations n'amasomo amalala mangi. Tulina studio ez'omulembe eza radio ne TV, basomesebwa bakugu abali mu mawulire. London Media Academy tulina enkolagana ne Islamic Core University. Jangu wewandiise mu lusoma luno, abaana 10 abasooka bakusayirwako ebitundu 3 ku buli 10. Olina gy'osomera naye nga tofuna practicals. Jangu tukuyambe. Tusangibwa Old Kampala opposite St. Mattia Mulumba Church. Essimu 075 14 73 51 075 14 73 51. London Media Academy.
We've all tried out relationships, and at times we've tried out one, and some of us have tried out more than one. But how did you move on from one relationship to another one? Oh, like you've just broken up from your relationship and you're like, I still love the other person. How am I going to move on? Like, how can I forget the other person? Maybe you love the person too much and you feel like you should patch up things, but it is not possible. It is not possible in any way. So how can you deal with it? How are you going to move on? First, you have to put some distance. Okay, I'm not saying we kill the communication. No, you're supposed to stay in that contact so that that very person helps you to heal. Cause it's okay. May I call it the healing process before I move on to my other relationship. You can't move on when your heart is still backward, because when we break up, there are always two things that happen when a relationship ends. Like, there is one who is left behind and there is one who leaves. Normally the boys leave the girls. So I don't know why it happens that way, but in most of the times the boys leave and the girls are left. So, and in the most cases it's us, the girls or the person left. It's you to take care of yourself, like take yourself through the healing process, so that you can forget about the other person and then move on with a new person, or stay in the single line. We fear being single, but actually single is fun because you flirt around with everyone. Like whoever comes, you just with anyone, talk to them. Like if anyone comes in like a kwana, you don't have any like, my boyfriend might find a new message, receive a message from another person, and we fight. No, since you've not accepted a new person, you just talk with everyone normal. If he says I love you, it's up to you, but then you have to first get healed and leave the left zone where your girlfriend left you, and move on. But how to heal, how to forget? At times you have a lot of memories with these people, and you're like, oh God, this person is leaving, I'm going to die without them. And it's never the point, because it's hard to find a couple that began like my first boyfriend, that he's my husband. There are few couples that have done that. However much they are few, they are still there. So at times we need a person to help us forget this person, but in most cases, if we are not careful, we end up moving on with this person who has helped us in the healing process. Because in most cases we get boys, because you've broken, okay, for the case of the girls, because you've broken up with your boyfriend, so you will get a friend, and in most cases it is a friend to that ex that comes in the healing process, and they be like, because they are friends to the other person you loved, you will wish to talk to them because they know the other person. So you try to explain to them what really happened, and in the process, the other person, because you spend a lot of time together, you might end up the other person falling for you. And at times you say like, maybe I had to love this one. It's not right, unless it is that you've healed completely, and then you're like, let me move on with a friend. But on my case, I can't date my friend's ex. Never in life. Why should I? Why should I move on? Because the other person might think I was already cheating. So for that reason, I avoid dating my friend. But because at times we don't have people we talk to, we end up going in for our friend's exes, because they're always there. The person you need to talk to when you feel like you want someone to talk to, that person is always there. When you're feeling very down or missing the other person, because remember, you were left behind, this person is always around to tell you some words, take you out, go hang out, trying to make you forget the other person, forgetting that this person is actually creating memories with him or her. So we end up moving on with this person who comes to help us in the healing process. That is only safe if you're sure you've completely healed from the other past relationship. Because we've had cases of, like, I had one case of a girl say she moved on to another relationship, but then she was still in love with her ex, yet the ex had already moved on. The ex had another girlfriend, and they were almost going for the introduction, and this one was like, no, I still love my boyfriend. That means she moved on, but she had not gone through the healing process. The healing process is, you're supposed to give yourself enough time. If it is possible, this your ex, you're not supposed to separate like I said the other time, when I pack, you also pack. It's not true. You're supposed to like be friends and that person. If it is that person like helping you in the healing process, surely you will heal and move on very fine. But if you don't give it enough time, you will be in the other relationship just because you're seeing that person as your ex, like and you feel like Oline, the other person you broke up with. So that relationship, the new relationship, might not work out the way you want it or the way it is supposed to be. Because every time, in most cases, every time you meet, because since this person is a friend to your ex, they will always be like, anyway, my guy used to do it like this, and the other person also knows. So automatically, the conversation won't be between the two of you. Yet, when you're relating, in most cases, when you meet, it is supposed to be me and you jazzing. What are we going to do? What are we going to become? Where are we going to end? And where are we stopping? We are still talking more about how to move on, how to forget the past relationship and join a new one. You never know, it might be the end, like the last relationship. And I'm going to be back shortly.
Wandyagadde okumanya ekirooto kye ki? London Media Academy ekuwadde omukisa eri ggwe alina ekirooto eky'okukolako ku radio ne TV, okusoma amawulire nga ky'osoma ky'okwatako. Wamala siniya ey'okunoba ey'omukaaga, tulina diploma ne certificate mu journalism and mass communication, video production and filmmaking, graphics designing, 3D animation, web designing, marketing, public relations n'amasomo amalala mangi. Tulina studio ez'omulembe eza radio ne TV, basomesa abakugu abali mu mawulire. London Media Academy tulina enkolagana ne Islamic Core University. Jangu wewandiise mu lusoma luno, abaana 10 abasooka baakusayirwako ebitundu 3 ku buli 10. Olina gy'osomera naye nga tofuna practicals. Jangu tukuyambe. Tusangibwa Old Kampala opposite St. Matia Mulumba Church. Essimu 075 14 73 51 075 14 73 51. London Media Academy.
Welcome back from that very short commercial break. I stopped when I was talking about how can I help myself heal from my past relationship, or how can I leave the left zone. Let me not first forget, proudly powered by the CBM, the Classic Brothers Mountain. They have a lot of packages: filming, comedy, acting, radio presentation. What is your dream? What do you want to do? What do you feel you can do? Just contact them. Located at London Media Academy building, that is opposite St. Matthew Mlumba, Old Kampala Road. And then I'm supported by the London Media Academy. And are you learning from anywhere, the productions, and you're not doing the practical thing like tokwatako, and you want to do hands-on, just try them. Also located at opposite St. Matthew Mlumba Church, that is Old Kampala Road. I'm going to send this message maybe to our parents when I'm still young. Like, do you know, parents, you can insert something in me when I'm still young, that when I grow up, I'm strong to handle everything that comes my way, like handle whatever, because breakups, we know they're automatic, it has to happen. Like parents, we know your child at a certain age, probably 12 years and adding on, I will fall in love, I will like someone, but then they won't be the end of my life, so we shall break up. I think it should be mostly between the mom and the child, whoever it is, either son or a daughter, and talk to them, because this is normal. It happens. It has ever happened to a parent. May I believe, if I've ever done a paper of P1, primary 1 class, and now I'm not in primary, I'm at another level, and you give me back that paper, I might not write exactly what my teacher told me back then, but then I'll have an idea. So if we train these kids when they're still young and talk to them about something when they're still young, when they grow up, they can still remember that. They might not remember exactly what you told them, but then they might remember like something similar, or similar to what you told them. How to handle a breakup, how to handle a relationship, how to do it when it is ending. You never know. Actually, at times we'll be like, it's over, but then we can patch up things and move on with the same partners, minus even changing. But if you don't have any guidelines, you will say like, yesterday we didn't talk, so it's over. It's never the end. Just because twayombyemu, that is mine. Everyone, like buli omu ayomba. The even friendship, you can check out with your friends, like we all quarrel, we all have misunderstandings at a point, but it doesn't mean because we quarreled yesterday or we had a small fight that it has ended. Never. So let's teach our kids from childhood, because if I've never been in let me say I've never been at the university, you can't give me a paper and you expect me to have something meaningful. Though I can have it, but you can't expect me having that thing. Like my first handling of a breakup, you can't expect me to do it perfect all the way I'm supposed to do it, because I've never been here, I've never been there. But if you tell me as I'm growing up in that process of me and you conversing, dad, me, mom, and me, we are jazzing. In that, like, when this thing happens, it's not new. It's not new. Like, I don't expect it, but then I know if it happens, I'll go over it like this and this. I will not advise you to go and tell your friends, we broke up with my guy, I broke up with my girlfriend. Because those friends who know that both of you, even if you were to patch up things, like it was just a minor fight between the two of you, it can't be like, it won't stop if you tell the friends. They'll be like, we knew you would not work out. But definitely not because they knew. No, because they have seen you separate. Okay, there are some of them who will be like, guys, it is still early for you, you can patch up things. But then there are these ones, at times, I might be the one owning the person. Nenga, there is that person who admires the person even more than you having that person. So at times we have to learn to be private, like talk to yourself, have enough time in that healing process. Talk to yourself, tell yourself what you expected your guy to do for you, and he did. What did you have to do for the guy, and you did. So I think I'm my best friend, the person I can talk to. Unless all fails, then I find someone to talk to, but not a group, because after you leaving, we are going to jazz about you. I'm not going to lie to you like I'm holy, what, come tell me your problems, I'll keep them. No way. No way. I'll have to be like, we meet up with some of them and I'm like, did you think they're going to end up together? Like, bari beraga, that's what we are going to say. But if you talk to yourself, talk about it when it's already done or the problem is over. But if it is still there, these we call our friends. They're just going to add in fire, so you never get in touch. That's why we have many cases. I was jazzing with my friend in the morning and she was like, once we break up, I can't talk to my ex, because I talk to everyone, like I just with everyone. But she told me, no, you still talk to ex. How is that? It is not supposed to be. We separate. That is because of the friends we have. When we are breaking up, they tend to be like, we knew he has been doing this and this, but we didn't want to tell you because twalabanga gayo mwagala nyo what. They always have those defensive words, yet they are the same words they take to your partner. Even if the person was to come back and say sorry, they'd be like, no, the friends have told me she was this, she was doing this, she has about 3 guys. Yet surely you had only one person, and that one person meant the world to you, meant the earth, maybe the Uganda or America. But because of the friends, so I would not advise you to go and talk to your friends about your relationship, your success more so. Keep your, like, he has promised me, maybe my guy has told me, next weekend he's taking me to Kalangala. That is my favorite resting place. So sorry to mention it, but maybe he has told me he's taking me to Kalangala next week. And I come and tell my friends, it's not good, because not that all of them wish you to be together. No. Some of them smile for you because you're smiling, but not because they are happy for you. So tell them what you think is enough and keep a lot to yourself, because people change, and not that everyone is good, though not everyone is bad. To add on that, we should learn to talk to our elders, like, because they have gone through this. That's what I said, like, if I've ever done a P1 paper, I'll still do it even when I'm at the university. Maybe not with the same ideas, exact ideas, but something relating. So if your mom has ever been there, your dad has ever been there, if at all you can open up to someone bigger than you, what you think, what you're going through. If not, you better go to people who study that, I think the counselors, and talk to them to help you through the healing process. It's not a short process, because it needs you to, we can't delete memories at times. They say the reason we still cry for our exes is because they left those good memories. We pretend and say, but it's a lie. We still have these people in our hearts, and the heart and the mind replays what the heart can't delete. So let's talk to these people. They can help us not to delete, but to try, maybe just as we have our phones, like I can use my phone and remove some information from this normal memory, and I put it in some other place. I can't like see it every day, but in case I want it, I can get it. That is what happens in a relationship. We always have that information in our hearts. But then if you talk to someone older than you, can help you keep that information a little far away from the heart, so the feelings die slowly. And let's not just jump out of the relationships. Like, my boyfriend shouted at me yesterday when I went to see him, so I'm breaking up with him. That's not a point. Let's learn to live with a problem, I'll call it so. Okay, a situation. Like, you're in a relationship, learn to endure some things. He shouted at me, you still love the person. Let it go. Let the other thing that yakuvumia, let it go, and you move on. Not until you feel like your heart can't take in any of that person's mistakes. That's when you should be like, it's high time I left. But if not, if the person keeps doing some few mistakes and you can still take in them, just move on with your relationship. I can't, like, today I looked very smart and I was dressed by the JK Royal Designers. They are located at Wandegea Spa Shopping Mall. If you want, are you going for a date, going for a party, going for an introduction, wedding, you want to just attend but you're not sure what you should put on, what shoes, watch, outfits, just try them. They are located at Wandegea Spa Shopping Mall, and I'm sponsored by the London Media Academy, located opposite St. Matthew Mlumba Church, that is along Old Kampala Road. Do you want to learn any presentation? Have you been doing it from some other place and it's nowhere good? Try them. They are on the last floor, and then I'm powered out by the the CBM. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media pages, that is Instagram, Facebook. Lourine is my name. And don't forget to follow the Strata TVUG on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Drop a comment, share the link, and tap on the notification bell to be informed whenever we put anything. Thank you for being with us on the show, and see you next time.
Wandyagadde okumanya ekirooto kye ki? London Media Academy ekuwadde omukisa eri ggwe alina ekirooto eky'okukolako ku radio ne TV, okusoma amawulire nga ky'osoma ky'okwatako. Wamala siniya ey'okunoba ey'omukaaga, tulina diploma ne certificate mu journalism and mass communication, video production and filmmaking, graphics designing, 3D animation, web designing, marketing, public relations n'amasomo amalala mangi. Tulina studio ez'omulembe eza radio ne TV, basomesa abakugu abali mu mawulire. London Media Academy tulina enkolagana ne Islamic Core University. Jangu wewandiise mu lusoma luno, abaana 10 abasooka baakusayirwako ebitundu 3 ku buli 10. Olina gy'osomera naye nga tofuna practicals. Jangu tukuyambe. Tusangibwa Old Kampala opposite St. Matthew Mlumba Church. Essimu 075 14 73 51 075 14 73 51. London Media Academy.